Hi everyone, so today I'm here to do the book buying tag, which was created by Megan Olivier, and I was tagged by Samantha from Cold Tea and Crumbs to do this tag, and I will leave the links to both their videos in the description box below, and you should definitely go and check them both out. So there are 13 questions in this tag, so I'm just going to get started. Question number 1, where do you buy your books from? Well, generally I tend to buy my books from Amazon because I have Prime, so I get 1-day delivery. Plus they tend to be a lot cheaper on Amazon as well. So Amazon is my main source for books, but I do buy books from Waterstones and WH Smith as well when I'm in town because I just can't help myself. And I also buy books from The Works, which is a discount bookstore in town. I can get like 3 books for £5 as well in there. And I also buy my books from the charity shops. Question 2. Do you ever pre-order books, and if so, do you do this in store or online? Well, I tend to pre-order mine online. I used to do them in store, like all the Harry Potter pre-orders, they were all done in store. But now I tend to do it online because I usually get the book the day of the release and I don't have to go out and get it. So yeah, I generally tend to pre-order online. Question 3. On average, how many books do you buy a month? Well this would be pretty hard for me because there are some months that I buy a lot of books, some months that I don't buy a lot of books. So I'm going to say on average I maybe buy about 5 or 6 books a month. Question 4. Do you use your local library? Yes, I do. Question 5. If so, how many books can you / do you borrow at a time? I'm not really sure what the limit on how many books I can borrow from my library is because I've never hit it, but right now I have 9 library books out just now. I generally tend to borrow around about that amount every time I go to the library, so yeah, around about 10 books every time. Question 6. What is your opinion on library books? I really love library books because there are times when I don't know whether I'm going to like a series, so I start off reading it in my library because they usually have them, and I just like how it doesn't really matter if I don't like a book because I haven't wasted money on it. But I also really like that there's people in the libraries that like the same books as me, so I get talking to them about it. And I just like that there's this source there that I can just go and get books for free if I don't have the money to buy any, so I actually really like library books. Question 7. How do you feel about charity shop / second hand books? I really don't care about charity shop or second hand books. Most of the books on my bookcase are probably charity shop or second hand books, so I really don't have much to say about them. The only thing I will say is I only buy them if they look as if they're in okay condition. If they're completely destroyed, pages falling out, the covers falling apart, I won't touch them. But most of the books that I bought from charity shops or bought second hand have been in pretty good condition. Question 8. Do you keep your read and to be read pile on the same shelf together or not? Well, I generally tend to keep them separate. When it comes to my young adult and middle grade books, they're all kept separate. The bookcase behind me has all the YA and middle grade books I've read, along with the first shelf of my second bookcase. And then the next 2 shelves down are my to be read YA, and then the 2 shelves underneath that are just a mix of read and to be read adults because I don't have enough space to separate them. So generally I tend to keep them apart unless I don't have space. Question 9. Do you plan to read all the books that you own? I do, eventually. Question 10. What do you do with books that you feel you will never read or felt like you didn't enjoy? I tend to give books that I don't think I'm going to read or didn't enjoy to my local charity shops. Recently I've started giving them into the library because I work there, and some of the YA books I haven't enjoyed as much I give in there because the YA section isn't really that good, so I thought I would hand in books that aren't usually seen there and maybe get other people reading them and coming in because there's new books. So that's generally what I tend to do with books that I don't enjoy. Question 11. Have you ever donated books? Yes, I've donated a lot of books. Question 12. Have you ever been on a book buying ban? Yes, I have, and it just made me buy a lot of books, so I want to be doing one again. And finally, question 13. Do you feel like you buy too many books? Personally, I don't feel like I buy too many books because I know I'm going to get around to reading them one day and I will get through them all. So personally, I don't feel like I buy too many books. If you ask my mum, she would probably say that I do. So there we go, that was my answers to the book buying tag. I'm not going to tag anyone specifically for this tag, but if you want to do it then I suggest doing it because it was a really fun tag to do. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.